Well from outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Newell's got himself on the board with a three there. Pass to Stockton. Here's Queen. Outside Coulibaly. Here's Harper. 6 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. And it's Coulibaly missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Well from outside. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Yeah, a gifted passer. Antetokounmpo has won multiple MVPs for his all-around game.
Pass to Stockton. And here's Thompson. Brown. A little over a minute gone here in the second half.
I think the defender really affected that shot.
Here's Harper. And it's Flagg with a rebound. The Hornets with the lead. Pass to Antetokounmpo. 4-3. Rebounded by Stockton. Here's Harper. 5 points in the game. Here's Coulibaly. And another miss by Sacramento.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
Here's Bailey. Out to the right wing. Here's Newell. Thompson with some nice D. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're scoreless since the first half. Pass to Queen. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Out of bounds. Charlotte keeps possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Here's Stone. And he lays it up and in.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Sacramento shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And he makes the first. And so he hits both. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Red. No points so far. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Hornets lead by 4.
They haven't looked the same on defense during this second half. Seems like they were relaxing and allowing them to get whatever shot they want.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Pass to Stone. Fires for 3. And it's Queen with a rebound. Here's Harper. He's got 5. Deflected. And they're pushing it up. The rebound by Ware. And it's Sacramento's ball. Now here's Dunn. To the right side. Puts one up from 19. Count the basket. 7 points in the game.
That maybe not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you is on his mind.
Pass to Harper. 5 to shoot. Down low. Here's Farrell. Pulls up on the wing. And another miss by Sacramento. Can't hit from in close. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Hornets. They're up by 6. When we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Kings trail by 6. Time to go courtside and hear what's going on with Ace Bailey. Allie, what's the status?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from Charlotte's head athletic trainer. He called the injury a lower back bruise and said it's very stiff at the moment. It seems the issue may not be so serious as they're allowing a return to action. I'll give you updates as I get them.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. Now we know how things are coming along, Greg.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Shot clock at 6. Thompson. The Hornets pull it in. Here's Flag. Out to the right wing. Pass to Stone. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Here's Red. Shots blocked. They recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Coulibaly. No good with the triple. Charlotte leading by 8. Here's Red. Pass to Flag. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Kings trail by 8. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Off target at the rim. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Both teams will make substitutions. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team. He seemed pleased with his team's performance, saying, quote, "We're on track. We're doing everything right. Keep it tight out there, and let's take back the lead in this series." Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Ooh, and powered down. What a jam.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
There's the drive. All sorts of time. He knocks down the jumper. Hornets leading by 8. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Ewing. Just 5 to shoot. It's intercepted. And here comes the break. Thompson. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
Now that could be a major moment in this game. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time now.
Hook loose. Bear brings a double. Oh, we can't get the layup. Kings trail by 6. Here's Stockton. Coulibaly fires. Oh, a perfect jumper. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. They set the screen. Cooper flag. Oh, missed on the tray. Kings trail by 4. Jams it home.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Handed jam, rocking the rim.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
The Kings call timeout. .05 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Thompson. And here's Coulibaly. 3 on the clock. Oh, it's stolen. Picked it. Oh, using 2 hands to power it down.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Into the lane. And it's Sacramento's ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much.
When you look at how they've come out in the second half, it's almost like night and day.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
Yeah, and you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And they go to the intentional foul. The Kings call timeout. Here's Harper for the win. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here's Stockton. To take the lead. Buries it from outside.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Shoots a three. No good.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Here's Flag. Coulibaly with the rebound. Overtime just getting started here. Just about a minute in. Here's Harper. A little six-footer. Oh, it's off.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. So the Kings making a change here. Hornets trail by 5. Here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Oh, wow! Plenty of room for his trademark slam.
You could tell once he saw the crack in the D, you knew what was going to happen.
Everybody in the building was waiting for it.
Oh, unanswered slam.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Jacks up a three. Coulibaly with the rebound.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Here he goes. Oh, it doesn't go.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
In a game this tight and this late, that level of defense is money.
And how about the finish there? The rise up for the slam. That might put this game out of reach.
This is how you completely steal the momentum. It's clear who is in control of the game right now.
The Kings call timeout. Here's Harper. They set the pick. Thompson. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Flag. 6 to shoot. To tie it up. It's money from deep. The Kings call timeout. And the ball out of play. The Hornets will have it.
Just horrible timing for this team. That mistake could spell disaster.
And And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. To win it, another tie, and we're going to have a second overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And as we play into another overtime, the tension continues to build. Both teams refusing to lay down. Here's Harper. Banks it home. Big shot.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Here's Flag. Antetokounmpo. Oh, look at Giannis power in.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
And he racks up 2.
That's the definition of clutch, hitting the big-time shot on a bigger opponent.
He's got to take that shot no matter who's on him. He wants the ball in these situations.
Coulibaly with it. Here's Harper. Outside Coulibaly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. Here's the teardrop. Bucket is good. Thompson left side. Here's Queen. 17-footer on the way. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? Yeah, that's a trick question. You don't.
Here's Newell. Now Antetokounmpo. Oh, can't hit the jumper.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
There's the drive. Outside Coulibaly. Lets it go from 14. He got it.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Oh, he misses the layup. Here's Newell. Here's Flag. Here's the break. Goes up. And he slams it down.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. And now they decide to foul intentionally. For the win, he's off from 3. So a close game sees Sacramento taking this one. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals.
Hi again. Thanks for joining us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Well, it was a great Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, Game 2, just about ready to tip off. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. It's the Sacramento Kings taking on the Charlotte Hornets. Taking a look at Charlotte. Tough loss for them in Game 1. We'll see if they can rally back in front of their hometown crowd to tie the series.
And this virtually becomes a must-win after that loss in Game 1. You almost never see a team drop the first two at home and go on to win a playoff series.
On the clock. A wide open look here for Coulibaly. That falls. Nice speed that time from Harper. Taking a look at the Hornets. Well, they took a tough loss in Game 1, but they're at home and ready to make progress towards winning the conference.
That's the plan, at least. But it can be hard to get the momentum back after getting stung in Game 1. They have to make the adjustments here, for sure.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for it.
Now, here's Harper. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Pass the flag. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Quick start for the Kings in this one. It's a three-point game. To the middle. Here's Stockton. Off target at the rim.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now here's Thompson. Here's Coulibaly. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Thompson outside.
For Sacramento, number 17.
Here's Harper. Sacramento moving it around. Pass to Coulibaly. 4 on the shot clock. Teardrop shot. Was shot by Stockton, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And so the timeout here by Mike Woodson. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Sacramento making a switch here. Hornets on defense now. Pass to Thompson. 1:44 left in the first quarter of the game. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And here is Red. Now here's Giannis. There's the drive. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Exploding to the cup. That's the bursting power of Giannis.
Thompson right side. Six on the shot clock. To end the cold streak. And there's the nice layup by Dunn.
And a nice job here early of establishing and inside presence.
Releases from 15. Giannis, no good.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Pass to Ware. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
35 seconds left to play in the first. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. Sacramento making a switch here. And both free throws good for Giannis. 8 seconds left to play here in the first. Floats one up. Tie game here in Charlotte. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Sacramento, 14.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in game 2. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
All right, and now you want to see them sustain this relentlessness for the entire game because it's clearly paying off.
And it's the Hornets ball. Now flagged. Driving in. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Charlotte in the lead. On the wing, Ewing. Pass to Flag. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by the Kings. Dunn left side. Fades back. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Assist from
Queens got his second basket of the game. And stolen by Dunn. In the corner, it's Coulibaly. From outside, off the mark. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. To the wing right side. Bangs home the trifecta. And 11 points for Cooper Flag.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Outside Harper. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Stockton. Misses from short range. Hornets leading by 3. Here's Flag. Here's Newell. And here's Harper from the arc. Again, the miss by the Kings. And so here's Charlotte. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Newell. Sacramento grabs the miss. Here he goes. The kick out to Harper. Stockton outside. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Flag with it. He's got 11. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night. And so the timeout here by Mike Woodson. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. So it's both teams making substitutions here. A minute 42 left in the second quarter. Here's Dosunmu. Rebounded by Bailey. Hornets leading by 5. Escobar can't connect from short range. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Here's Ware. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Red. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And they'll get another chance. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. .55 seconds left in the first half. Escobar. It's hauled in by Dunn.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And Dunn with the slam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. .19 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Dosunmu. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Hornets lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And here we go. Getting back to the action here in the Eastern Conference Final. The Kings trail by 3. Outside Harper.
Hornets foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Sacramento with the ball. Pass to Coulibaly. Out to Thompson. Just 3 to shoot. For the tie. The Hornets pull it in.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
In the corner, it's flagged. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Now, here's Harper. Ball stolen. Pass to Flag. And Flag throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Brady lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
First team foul. Now in for Sacramento.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. 5 on the clock. Just his first attempt. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Kings trail by 7. Here's Harper. From the top of the key, he buries it. Harper's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Hornets making a change here. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Bailey. Back to Red. Up again. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. Giannis has got the lead up to 7 now for Charlotte.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Thompson. The shot from the low post is good. Thompson's got his first points of the game.
Just a tremendous athlete. Ausar Thompson is hard to contain down low.
From downtown, and it's Harper with the rebound.
That's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Here's Queen, and that one hits back iron. Charlotte leading by 5. Out to the wing. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Now here's Dosunmu. No scoring in this one. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Again, the miss by the King. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That's his third foul of the game. So it's the Hornets now. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Red misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
To Ware from 20 feet out. Again, the miss by the King. Hornets leading by 7. Out left to the wing. Here's Red. The rebound by Dosunmu. Here's Sacramento. It's tipped. Red with the steal. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. This is his first trip to the line tonight. And he can't get the first one.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Thompson outside. In the corner, Farrell. Again, the miss by the King. Here's Bailey with the drive. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down.
22.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Hornets leading by 8. Now flag. Here's the 3. And Ware pulls it down.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
Here's Dosunmu. His 3-pointers off the mark. And it's the Hornets ball. Here's Ewing. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The Kings trail by 8. Harper wide open. Off target from outside. Let's see if they can extend their lead to double digits.
And no reason to think they can't the way they're going.
Here's Sosa. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Now, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
6 to shoot. Here's Newell. Off target from three-point range. The Kings trail by 9. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Took him no time at all on that one. And it's 8 points for Dylan Harper. Now Bailey launches it. That one is off. On the wing, Coulibaly.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
3, good.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get one.
Missed on the 3.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
And stolen by Fly. All alone. Yep, that goes down.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And he banks the layup in.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight. That's inexcusable defense right there. You've got to contest the shot better than that.
Here's Bailey. From deep. It's good.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Coulibaly. Bailey pulls it down. Hornets leading by 12. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it.
Timeout. And that's just about going to wrap it up for game number 2. Lots of exciting moments out there. Big-time NBA play, and in the end, victory for the Hornets.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
Well, they need to win badly here tonight, and they're going to get it. This series is going to be even at 1 game apiece.
And we have quite the conference finals on our hands here, guys. You knew coming in that this had the potential to be a terrific series, and it sure looks like that's going to be the case.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Cooper Flag.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And so they foul intentionally.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Never afraid of some physicality. Giannis embraces that part of the game.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. He doesn't get the second one. And here is Mitchell. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. Just a massive victory, Greg. Maybe it's overstating it, but I think this was a game they had to have.
And I don't think it's overstated. I agree with you. I mean, going down